last weekend, we here at Good Sports went out and had a really good time. We went and celebrated together and ate some really good food. And we went down to Portland to one of our favorite places, Fogo de Chao.
Oh, I love that place.
And we had a great meal. It is just phenomenal food. And we had the best service. Shout out to all of you there at Fogo de Chao. But Blake was our server, and he did a great job. And we were talking sports, as we always do. And as we were discussing some things, he brought up something that he thought maybe would be a good topic to discuss, and brought up some tennis. And we're going to talk a little bit of tennis, starting off with Nick Kyrgios. He's from Australia. He's been in, playing tennis now for a while. But he is just, it's always interesting in sports when you see somebody come out and they're totally different than everybody else. And just a little bit about him. He's actually been playing tennis for a while. He's one of only 3 people to beat the big 3 in tennis. He's one of the top players, but he's been hurt for a while. So he's about to make his comeback. So it's a good time to come back. He's not been, I think, since June of 2023. He's coming back December 29th, going to make his return. But he's totally different than what tennis is used to. Tennis is always proper, calm, polite, nice. When McEnroe back in the day yelled a couple times, that was like huge news.
Yeah.
And this is called Monday afternoon for Nick. So I saw a whole bunch of things on him, and I just wanted to highlight a few things that I saw on Nick. Nick at Night, we'll call him. He is an interesting person. So first of all, he's tall, lengthy, athletic, can serve like a maniac. He's got a lot of talent that he has, okay? But he has a fireball spirit inside him. And it is an interesting thing. And one of the questions we've got coming up, is he good or is he bad for tennis? But he definitely puts a lot of eyes on tennis either way. So back several years ago, he had a match. I was watching this match that he had. Okay, this is just what happened in this match, which is one of his more famous matches. He went against, it was Karen Kechenov back in 2019, and they had a back and forth match. So here we go. First he berates throughout the whole thing the umpire, who's up on the chair, and he's just talking smack to him the whole time. He's saying he's trash, he's garbage, all this. He just looks at him. He stares him down at one point when he comes off. He says, "I have to deal with this potato again." And he's just talking to the crowd the whole time. Somebody in the crowd shouted out to him, something, and he told the crowd to shut up. He just speaks his mind. At one point, in the match, he hits one into the net, and he's mad, so he just does what we've all done at the tennis court. He just takes the ball and chucks it, hits it as hard as he can, way up into the stands. So he yelled so many things, which was pretty funny. He I don't know if it's funny, if it's not a proper, but it is interesting no matter what. He like I said, he taunted the ump over and over again. I recommend that you go watch this. At one point, he says, "I'm going to the bathroom," which you have to get approval. There's certain rules, and he just gets up and leaves. He takes 2 rackets. The announcers actually talk about it like, let's see if he comes back with 2 rackets. He goes under the tunnel, and they show under the tunnel. So as soon as he's away from everybody, he destroys both rackets within 5 seconds, turns back around, walks back in with 2 rackets that are all mangled. And the umpire who's being berated said, kind of was asking what happened, and they said they didn't see anything, although it's on video, and the guy that said he didn't see anything's watching him. And he just sat there the whole time, and he hits a ball between his legs a few times. He doesn't try, then he tries. He's talking smack like the other guy's got no game.
Yeah,
it's just the way he plays.
Yeah, he's like if we decided to go play tennis, except for he's really good.
He's really good, except he has some salt in him. I mean, it's genuine. There's something there that I think helps motivate him a little bit, and he's like an accident that you're like can't take your eyes off. You got to watch it. It's entertaining.
He's got a way about him. He definitely has a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, it's a big chip.
My favorite one video of him I saw is Ben Stiller, the actor, is in the crowd, and he says something to
Love this
Nick. He says something to Nick, and I actually had seen this video years ago, or I don't know how long ago, but I saw this video a long time ago, and it's funny because now I know who he is.
Yeah.
But he goes, shut up. I don't tell you how to act.
That's the way he is the whole time.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. There's one time he's sitting there in another match where he's mad. He takes the water bottle and he closes it up and he chucks it as hard as he can at again the umpire's chair, and he just blasts the chair. And the guy says, "Hey, what's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, it just slipped out of my hand. I was just drinking and it fell." And he just threw it as hard as he could at the guy. It was that's just the way the guy is. And he at one point he was doing doubles with and they just interview him. He's just chilled. And his buddy who he's playing with, they're beating people, and his buddy says, at some point we're probably gonna lose, and he goes, "No, we're not." You just got to watch. He's something, if you haven't seen him, I strongly recommend checking it out. Look at the videos. He's got a lot to offer.
Yeah.